And with that, I welcome you to Marseille, where I feel slightly overdressed. I mean, I'm wearing the exact same shoes and pants and jacket as in the north of Norway, so yes. I felt kinda hot when walking up here. This is t-shirt weather. I mean, this is a nice, I guess, 15 degrees or something. Yeah. Anyway, so about this city, my first impression is rather negative, actually. I mean, from the top it looks like calm and nice, but also big, and I think that is the problem. I don't think I like big cities, because in big cities everything is so stressful, and also, I don't know, the people, I don't know, the whole city gives me this vibe, same as Porto, where it's just loud and noisy and stinky, and I don't like it. So yeah, that's kind of the same feeling that I get here. It's not as bad, it's not as noisy and stinky and loud, but it is certainly a completely different vibe again down here. Like in the middle of France you get a completely different vibe than down here, right? But I mean, the view is quite nice. Also, I mean, yeah, this is just Mediterranean feeling right here. This is vacation feeling right here, and yeah, it is nice to be here on vacation. Although I don't think I would want to live here. I mean, I give Graz a lot of shit, you know, wanting to move away from there, and also Austria in general, wanting to move away from Austria, and you know, I don't know where I want to go, but I want to go away from Austria. But then when we think about it, actually Austria is quite nice. Like, now that I have a comparison, Norway is too cold and too expensive, south of France is too stinky and warm. No, I don't know, it's not too warm. No, that's yeah. But I mean, yeah, I think Austria is a good place to actually stay. I mean, my mom would be glad to hear that. And no, I did not decide on anything yet. I'm just brainstorming here. I'm just telling you that I should, like, this trip also showed me that home is not so bad. Like, but I think the main thing that I want is something different for once. I don't want to stay at the same place all the time, and I've been staying in Graz for too long. But you know, maybe Vienna. I always say that Vienna is meh, but compared to this city, I think I would prefer Vienna, actually. Yeah. However, the view. I mean, the view. That is pretty cool. And then Notre Dame. Wow. Wow. And where that big boat just blocks my view, I think that's the island where they kept Napoleon the first time, where he then escaped again. Yeah. And I also think that Gary has been here and sent me a picture, something like this. And now I'm like, ha! Also been here. Yeah. Yeah. It is very nice up here. Right. There was another thing that I wanted to tell you, and that is not only about the cities, but also the way of life. And I don't mean that by a cultural way of life kind of thing, but more on a social demographic kind of thing. Now you see it. That thing. I completely pointed somewhere else. That thing. Yeah. Right, I'm somewhat locked in here. Now, because here's the thing. I heard people say that, and I also experienced it myself. The poorest people are usually the ones that are the most hospitable. So whenever I write in a couch surfing emergency group, like I always say, it's not an emergency, I can get a hostel, but it would be nice if somebody could host me tonight. Yeah, because I don't usually plan far ahead, so I usually decide on the day where I go, and then it's always a last minute request. And so the people who then text me that I can stay at their couch, even though I didn't write them on their profile, but just posted it in a group, those are usually the ones in the, let's say, lower income area. And I've been staying with a lot of interesting people, and I would have never got to see their way of life if I weren't on this trip and weren't going out of my comfort zone. Because, like, they live in tiny apartments, and yet they make place for me to stay. I get the sofa and they go on the floor and those sort of things. But there I found out that this sort of lifestyle, I mean, I come from a very privileged point of view. I come from a very privileged, like a very rich family actually. Well, they would say it's normal, but compared to other people, yes. We're definitely upper middle class. And so I never had those sort of problems. I never had money problems. Those people do, and yet they bought food for me. And yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, I wouldn't want to live like that, because I mean, for one, their apartments are usually not as tidy, and I already have very low standards on keeping my flat tidy. But I've been staying at places where it's been worse than my own home, and there was, I mean, it doesn't disgust me or anything, but there I'm like, okay, this is going too far. I wouldn't want to live like that. And also, there or some people are living from like microwavable, like the stuff that you just throw in the microwave. That was my lunch today as well. I mean, I got a microwaved burger. Horrible. Tasted horrible. I mean, for 2 days, that sort of lifestyle is alright. But then I would be glad to be able to cook properly again. Yeah. Yeah. I think the thing that annoyed me most though was that they were smoking in their flat. They weren't even smoking when I was there. Yes, 2 people, tiny flat, like maybe 15 square meters total. We stayed there 3 people. Yeah, but it's such a nice experience because those people are so like welcoming, and he showed me around, and when showing me around, we took public transport to get down there, and I did not pay for that. And it felt like rude accepting his offer of getting me through this. He was always checking for the control people. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I could totally afford it's like 180 a single ticket. I could afford that, no problem. But I felt like it would be rude if he says, no, it's alright, I'll get you in there, and so I didn't. And then I just, yeah, that's a risk I wanted to take. Anyway, it is interesting, and I think, improve or at least make use of my shitty French, because the 2 people don't really speak anything else than French. Well, Polish, but I don't speak that either. So that was interesting to communicate with them. I tried to speak French, and they usually what they did is got their phone and then used the translation app to talk to me, but we were able to communicate even without that Traduit app. Oui, oui. Allez. I'll quickly show you the Notre Dame from the inside, and then I think this has been a long enough video. I mean, I could tell you so much more. I could continue rambling for the next... Oh, silence in here. Yeah, I could continue for another hour, probably just telling you stuff. But I think we're gonna end here. Ah, isn't it nice? Because I think the important things have been said. I kind of enjoy it here, even though a lot of people warned me about pickpocketers, you know, people who steal my shit. But yet, I'm still gonna go to the city center and check it out, cause gotta take risks. And if they steal my stuff, then they steal my stuff, and you never get to see this. So what? It's alright. Gotta take risks in life to experience stuff. Yep. Tomorrow we'll go to Monaco, Monte Carlo. Should be another good view, and I guess I'll see you then. Make a backup and enjoy this view of Marseille. Yeah, 12 minutes is a good time to end. Very nice. Look at that. And the weather, I mean, it's so nice and warm. I love it. Fucking yes. Okay. I think I'm gonna go chill somewhere in the sun now. See you tomorrow. Well, maybe. If I and my camera and my stuff survive the day. I don't want to stop talking. I can't. But I will. So, bye bye.